Hey, what's good, people's coming back with another one. This clip right here actually is a true story. Texas appeal court overturns Crystal Mason's conviction, 5 year sentence for illegal voting. Now, if y'all don't know, this was in Texas. Excuse me, Angela, which is Crystal Mason's sister.
Hello, my name is Angela McGrady. I'm Crystal Mason's sister.
Okay,
Um,
so do you know what year this was in?
it was in 2016.
Of course, we all felt it was unjust because she didn't realize voting would violate her parole.
She was
A
on
five.
federal supervision, which is
Okay,
kind of different.
federal supervision. Okay,
When it comes to federal supervision, it's a little different than state. Feds have their own rules, state have their own rules, and her supervision was she came in and well, she didn't actually come in. She actually just called in and checked in with her supervision officer. But as far as like paying any fees and stuff like that, she didn't have to do any of that. The normal things that people do when they go and report and stuff like that. She didn't have to do none of that. And it was once a month. So it was a
okay.
little different.
So explain the situation.
Like I said, it was pretty much the time Trump and Clinton was going against each other. And when she got out, my mom she's kind of strict about voting, and she was on my sister, and she was like, "Hey, you need to make sure you go vote." And my sister was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it, mom. As soon as I get off of work, I'm gonna come and go to the poll and vote." Well, what happened was she ended up calling me, and I was like, "Well, Crystal, I'm not sure if you can vote." And she was like, "Well, I've already talked to my supervision officer, and he said just do a provisional ballot because he wasn't sure either if she could vote or not. And he said just do a provisional ballot. It won't count if you can't vote, so you're gonna be fine." She went and voted. Well, once she went and voted, her neighbor was the actual polling judge. And what he did was he called Sharon Wilson, which at that time was the DA. They basically put charges on her, even though the ballot didn't count. They didn't even put it in for it to count. They always had a problem with my sister. So when everything went down, he basically started everything. He made sure that he pulled her ballot and sent it to the DA, and they put the charges on her. And she shouldn't have had those type of charges on her because it wasn't even counted. Well, that was the time that Trump was sitting there saying that it was a lot of voter fraud and illegal voting and everything like that. So they had to prove where the fraud was coming from. And I believe she was just their target. Somebody had to take the fall basically, and it was her.
Basically, we here because we want to congratulate your sister, you, the family on this journey. What she say? A 7 year journey,
7 years.
7 year journey y'all been facing behind this. Well, Crystal Mason has gave us exclusive audio clip. Let's check it out.
Hello, I'm Crystal Mason, and I just received the news today around like 7:15 that I was acquitted for the illegal voting charge. And right now, I am just overwhelmed with joy. I'm just so grateful. I want to thank God for being with me this whole journey, this 7 years. I want to say hi to my sister Angela McGrady and the Bangle family. And again, I'm just so grateful.
I want to thank you for letting me come on your platform and talk about this because this is very important, especially when it comes to voter suppression, because that's what it was. They really was trying to keep a lot of people from voting, and they use voter fraud as a way. If you don't have your ID, if you don't, I mean, they basically try to make it very hard for you to vote. And if you have any kind of background, if you got any kind of background, it's a lot of people after they seen my sister case, they didn't even want to vote. They didn't care if they was cleared to vote or anything. They just didn't even want to go through the house. So I'm glad that this turned out like it did, so people can get out there and vote because it counts.
I appreciate you, Angela, for coming and talking to me.
Thank you, Banger.
All right, y'all. So until the next time, make sure y'all hit that like, that subscribe, and if you're new here, uh, and don't know, hit that notification once you subscribe. Put it on all so you'll catch all the notifications when we go live. All right, peace, y'all. We out.